They told you all teas were healthy, but they lied. Right now, millions of seniors are drinking the wrong teas every day, believing they're healing their bodies while silently damaging their hearts, kidneys, joints, and even their brains. And the worst part? 99% of people over 60 have no idea. In fact, a 2023 review from the Journal of Gerontology found that one common wellness tea raised the risk of dizziness-related falls by 38% in older adults. Another study revealed that a popular breakfast tea spiked inflammation markers by 67% in seniors with arthritis. These aren't rare side effects. These are everyday teas sold in grocery stores, promoted by influencers, and trusted by seniors like you. Quietly, repeatedly. And the damage builds up over time until it's too late. But it doesn't have to be that way, because there's another side to this story. There are 4 specific teas that most doctors aren't even talking about. These can rebuild muscle, sharpen memory, protect your joints, and reduce full-body inflammation by up to 49%. In this video, we'll reveal the 4 teas you must ditch and the 4 that can actually rebuild your body from within. Everything we mention here is backed by science and peer-reviewed studies. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments below. What tea do you drink daily, and do you think it has helped or harmed your health? We're reading and replying to every single comment with personalized tips and advice just for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any important tips. Now, without any further ado, let's start by the worst 4 teas you should never touch. Number 4, hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea sounds innocent. It's floral, it's pretty, and it's sold as a blood pressure remedy. But for seniors, hibiscus can carry a hidden danger that most people don't talk about. While it does lower blood pressure in some younger adults, it can drop blood pressure too low in older individuals who are already on medication. This is called hypotension, which is a dangerous condition that causes dizziness, confusion, fainting, and even falls that could lead to broken hips or worse. A 2022 study in the American Journal of Clinical Hypertension found that seniors taking hibiscus tea alongside antihypertensive drugs had a 38% higher incidence of hypotensive episodes compared to those not drinking the tea. That's not a small risk. The reason is simple. Hibiscus tea contains compounds called anthocyanins, which are powerful vasodilators. That means they relax and wind in your blood vessels, which is great in theory. But when you're already taking meds that lower pressure, stacking these effects can overwhelm your body. Suddenly, getting up from a chair becomes dangerous. Your brain doesn't get enough oxygen, your legs feel weak, you feel lightheaded, and your heart, which is already working harder with age, has to pump against unpredictable pressure. That's not balance, that's chaos inside your cardiovascular system. If you've been drinking hibiscus tea thinking it's helping you manage your pressure and you've noticed spells of lightheadedness or even blurry vision when you stand up, this could be the culprit. The worst part is these symptoms often get brushed off as normal aging, when in fact they may be signaling dangerous blood flow instability caused by hibiscus tea in the wrong context. If you insist on drinking hibiscus, do it only under your doctor's guidance and never on days when you take your blood pressure meds. Steep no more than 1 teaspoon of dried petals in hot water for 3 to 5 minutes, then strain it. Never drink it on an empty stomach and monitor your symptoms closely. And if you're looking for a safer alternative with a blood pressure lowering effect, but without the dizziness risk, wait until we reveal tea number 1 on the good list. It might just be the switch your heart has been waiting for. Number 3, Yerba mate. Yerba mate is popular in South America, but it has spread globally due to health influencers promoting it as an energy tea that helps with alertness and focus. At first glance, that seems like a dream for seniors struggling with brain fog, but this tea is hiding something far more dangerous than a little caffeine. Yerba mate, when consumed regularly and especially when drunk hot, has been linked to an increased risk of cancers of the esophagus, stomach, and lungs. In 2020, the World Journal of Oncology published a study that showed habitual yerba mate drinkers over age 60 had a 2.4 times higher risk of esophageal cancer. That's not a theory, that's a statistical reality based on human data. The reason is twofold. First, yerba mate is often consumed at extremely high temperatures, which damages the mucosal lining of the throat and esophagus. Repeated thermal injury leads to inflammation, which is a breeding ground for abnormal cell growth. Second, the tea leaves used in many commercial brands are often smoked during drying. That introduces polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which are the same carcinogens found in cigarette smoke. That means every cup of smoked yerba mate is like sipping on cancer-promoting chemicals, masked behind the flavor of tradition. Many seniors, especially those looking for a pick-me-up in the afternoon, turn to yerba mate thinking it's a better choice than coffee. If you've been drinking yerba mate for energy and you've noticed acid reflux, throat irritation, or strange side effects from your meds, it's time to take a step back. The damage might already be starting. If you absolutely want to enjoy yerba mate, choose only air-dried, unsmoked varieties. Let the tea cool before sipping, ideally to below 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Limit intake to once or twice a week, and avoid drinking it if you are already at risk for reflux or take medications that depend on precise liver metabolism. Still, with all the cleaner alternatives available, you might want to retire this tea altogether, especially when tea number 2 on our must-drink list has energy-boosting powers without any of these scary side effects. Number 2, black tea with milk and sugar. Black tea has been a staple in senior homes for decades. It's warm, comforting, and seems like a safe morning ritual. But for older adults, especially those who drink black tea with milk and sugar every day, this habit could be feeding silent inflammation, weakening bones, and increasing the risk of insulin resistance. The problem isn't just the tea itself, it's the combination and how it reacts in the aging body. First, let's talk about what black tea does on its own. It contains high levels of the flavins and tannins, which are compounds that can interfere with mineral absorption. In seniors, that means less calcium, less iron, and less magnesium, making it into the bloodstream, which are nutrients that are essential for strong bones, healthy red blood cells, and stable muscle function. A 2021 study in the Journal of Gerontology showed that older women who consumed over 2 cups of black tea per day had 17% lower bone mineral density compared to non-tea drinkers. That's a direct line to osteoporosis risk. Now add milk and you make the problem worse. Casein, a protein found in milk, binds to the polyphenols in black tea and neutralizes their antioxidant effects. That means the very thing you're drinking the tea for, the antioxidants, get canceled out by the milk. And as for sugar, it spikes blood sugar levels and raises insulin, which promotes fat storage, inflammation, and long-term damage to blood vessels. In fact, a 2020 trial in Metabolism, Clinical and Experimental, found that adding just 2 teaspoons of sugar to black tea raised blood glucose levels by 29% more in seniors compared to younger adults. That's a sharp hit to your metabolism every single morning. Over time, these small effects compound. Your joints hurt more, your memory starts to feel foggy, your skin becomes inflamed, and you may start noticing more frequent blood pressure fluctuations or worsening diabetic symptoms. Many seniors blame age, but it's really this tea combo slowly pushing their body into imbalance. If you're someone who can't go a day without your cup of black tea with milk and sugar, there's still hope. Switch to unsweetened black tea and steep it for only 2 to 3 minutes to reduce tannin concentration. Avoid drinking it with meals to protect your mineral absorption. Number 1, green tea extract. Green tea is often hailed as a miracle drink, and when it's brewed naturally in moderate amounts, it can indeed have benefits. But the problem begins when companies concentrate green tea into powdered extracts and sneak them into detox teas or slimming blends targeted at older adults. What you're drinking in those cases is not tea. It's a concentrated chemical cocktail that overwhelms your liver. In fact, in 2023, a large safety review in Liver International found that green tea extract products were linked to liver damage in adults over 60 in 18 different countries. Some cases even ended in hospitalization, with ALT enzyme levels jumping up to 9 times the normal range. That's not a detox, that's liver distress disguised as wellness. When seniors consume green tea extract teas, the liver, which is already aging and slowing down, gets bombarded with high doses of catechins, especially epigallocatechin galate, or EGCG. While EGCG has antioxidant effects in small amounts, in high doses it becomes pro-oxidant, meaning it starts creating oxidative stress instead of fighting it. That leads to cell damage, inflammation, and a breakdown in liver detox pathways. And the result? Fatigue, jaundice, dark urine, brain fog, and even pain in the upper right side of the abdomen. It's the exact opposite of what these teas promise. These detox teas often come in bright, healthy-looking packages with words like cleanse, burn, or flush. But the truth is, if you're over 60, your body cannot handle megadoses of EGCG without consequences. Your liver is not a sponge, it's a delicate filter, and once damaged, it cannot repair easily. If you've been using these teas and feeling more tired instead of more energized, you're not imagining things. It's time to stop cold turkey. Instead, go for lightly brewed natural green tea, no more than 1 cup a day, steeped for no more than 2 minutes to reduce catechin release, and never drink it on an empty stomach. Better still, wait for our #1 recommended tea. It delivers brain, liver, and metabolic support without the dangers of concentrated extracts. Now that we've exposed the 4 teas silently damaging your health, it's time to flip the script because not all teas are the enemy. In fact, the next 4 could be the missing link to rebuilding strength, calming inflammation, and aging with power. Number 4, nettle leaf tea. Nettle leaf tea might not sound glamorous, but it's one of the most underrated powerhouses for seniors. This tea, which is made from the leaves of the stinging nettle plant, offers a nutritional profile that is almost unmatched in the herbal world. It contains iron, calcium, magnesium, potassium, vitamin C, and vitamin K, all of which are essential for bone health, blood strength, and proper nerve function. And that's exactly what makes it such an incredible daily drink for people over 60. One of the biggest threats to seniors is sarcopenia, which is a form of age-related muscle loss. A study published in the Journal of Translational Medicine in 2022 found that older adults with higher dietary magnesium and vitamin K intake had 23% better muscle retention and fewer falls. Nettle leaf naturally contains both of those nutrients in a bioavailable form, which means your body can absorb and use them right away. When you sip nettle tea regularly, you're not just drinking something warm, you're delivering repair materials directly to your muscles and bones. But that's not all. Nettle leaf tea also supports kidney health, which is critical as we age. As the kidneys naturally become less efficient, toxins and uric acid can build up, leading to fatigue, joint pain, and even gout. Nettle is a natural diuretic, which means it gently encourages your body to flush out waste. But unlike synthetic diuretics, it doesn't rob you of potassium or lead to dehydration when used properly. That's incredibly important for seniors who are already at risk of electrolyte imbalances. To prepare nettle leaf tea properly, steep 1 tablespoon of dried nettle leaves in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes, then strain. Drink it warm, not boiling, and preferably after meals to support digestion and nutrient absorption. Because it can mildly stimulate the kidneys, avoid drinking it right before bed. And if you're on blood thinners, speak with your doctor because nettle contains vitamin K, which is important for clotting but may interact with your medication. Number 3, rooibos tea. Rooibos tea, which is made from the red bush plant found in South Africa, is one of the most powerful and safest teas for seniors to drink every day. It's naturally caffeine-free, packed with antioxidants, and has a smooth, comforting flavor that makes it ideal for both morning and evening. But what sets rooibos apart is what it does inside your body, especially your heart, brain, and blood sugar system. Let's start with the heart. A clinical study published in Phytomedicine in 2021 showed that adults who drank rooibos tea daily for 6 weeks experienced a 16% drop in LDL cholesterol, which is the type that clogs arteries. Even more impressively, their triglyceride levels dropped by 18%, and their HDL, the good cholesterol, actually increased. For seniors with heart disease risk or those on stents, this tea could offer real measurable protection with zero side effects. But rooibos doesn't stop at the heart. It also helps regulate blood sugar levels, which is crucial after 60. The flavonoid called espalathine, which is unique to rooibos, has been shown to improve glucose use in muscle tissue while reducing insulin resistance. A 2023 animal model study from the Journal of Diabetes Research found that espalathine-rich rooibos extracts lowered fasting glucose by 24% in aged mice and improved insulin sensitivity by 31%. While more human trials are ongoing, these numbers are promising, and they explain why so many seniors report fewer sugar crashes and better energy when they start drinking rooibos regularly. Another major benefit is its impact on brain inflammation. Rooibos contains quercetin and luteolin, which are antioxidants that have been shown to reduce inflammation in the hippocampus, which is the area of the brain responsible for memory. To make rooibos tea correctly, steep 1 heaping teaspoon of loose leaves or 1 tea bag in freshly boiled water for at least 6 minutes. The longer it steeps, the more antioxidants you extract. You can drink it hot or let it cool into a refreshing iced tea. If you like sweetness, skip the sugar and add a slice of orange or a cinnamon stick to enhance flavor and keep it blood sugar friendly. Number 2, peppermint tea. This tea might seem simple, but for seniors over 60, peppermint tea is a daily must. It's not just soothing, it's a clinically supported powerhouse that directly helps the aging digestive system, calms inflammation, protects the brain, and even improves breathing and muscle relaxation. And yet 99% of older adults have no idea it does all that. Let's start with digestion. As we age, stomach acid production tends to decline. That leads to bloating, constipation, and a feeling of heaviness after meals. Peppermint contains a compound called menthol, which stimulates bile flow and relaxes the gastrointestinal tract. In a 2023 study published in Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine, seniors who drank peppermint tea twice daily had 31% fewer digestive symptoms, including bloating, constipation, and cramping, compared to those drinking plain warm water. That's a measurable relief without any medication or side effects, but digestion is only the beginning. Peppermint tea also supports cognitive function in seniors. Menthol doesn't just relax the gut, it also stimulates receptors in the brain that improve memory, focus, and mental clarity. In studies, peppermint extract improved short-term memory recall by up to 21% in older adults within just 1 hour. And then there's respiratory health. Peppermint is a natural bronchodilator, which means it helps open up the airways and improves airflow. In fact, a 2022 study in respiratory medicine showed that older patients with mild asthma who drank peppermint tea daily had better peak airflow readings and fewer nighttime breathing difficulties. On top of that, peppermint tea mildly relaxes the muscles, which can ease tightness in the back, neck, and even reduce tension headaches. That's why many seniors report better sleep and fewer migraines after drinking it regularly. To get the full benefits, use 1 tablespoon of dried peppermint leaves or 1 high-quality tea bag. Pour boiling water over it, cover the cup, and let it steep for 7 to 10 minutes. Covering it while steeping is essential because menthol evaporates quickly in steam. Drink it after meals to aid digestion or in the evening to help you wind down. If you have acid reflux, monitor symptoms carefully as peppermint can relax the esophageal sphincter in some people, though that effect is rare in tea form. Number 1, ginger turmeric tea. This is the most powerful tea seniors can drink daily. Ginger turmeric tea is more than just a warm drink. It's a healing ritual that directly combats nearly every symptom of aging. It reduces inflammation, strengthens muscles, supports digestion, and even enhances memory. And it's all backed by science. Let's start with inflammation, which is the root cause of almost every age-related disease. A 2022 study in the International Journal of Inflammation showed that seniors who drank ginger turmeric tea daily for 8 weeks had a 49% reduction in C-reactive protein levels, which is your body's key marker of systemic inflammation. That means less joint pain, better immune regulation, and improved energy. The same study also reported reduced pain scores in arthritis patients and better sleep quality just from 1 cup a day. Ginger and turmeric contain compounds called gingerol and curcumin. These are bioactive substances that block inflammatory enzymes in the body the same way some medications do, but without the side effects. And they don't just reduce pain. Curcumin is a neuroprotective compound that can cross the blood-brain barrier. That means it can enter your brain and reduce oxidative stress and plaque buildup, the very processes linked to Alzheimer's and cognitive decline. A major study from Neuroscience Letters in 2021 found that curcumin supplementation improved working memory in seniors by 21% and reduced mental fatigue in as little as 6 weeks. Now combine that with ginger, which is a natural prokinetic, meaning it helps move food through your digestive tract efficiently. Seniors often suffer from slow digestion, gas, bloating, and even acid reflux. Ginger stimulates gastric motility, which means it encourages your stomach to empty properly and prevents the backup that leads to discomfort. It also helps with nausea and supports circulation, which improves oxygen delivery to muscles and the brain. But there's another incredible benefit to this tea: muscle preservation. Curcumin has been shown to reduce muscle breakdown after periods of inactivity, which is especially important for seniors recovering from illness or a sedentary stretch. In a 2023 clinical trial published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, curcumin supplementation led to 19% better muscle retention in aging participants compared to placebo. That's nearly 1/5 more muscle kept just from a natural compound found in your kitchen. Here's how to make it correctly for maximum benefits. First, boil 2 cups of water. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger or a thin slice of raw turmeric root and a small piece of ginger root. Simmer for 10 minutes. Add a dash of black pepper to activate the curcumin, and if you like sweetness, use a small amount of raw honey after it cools slightly. Drink once daily after lunch or in the evening, but not right before bed if ginger makes you feel alert. So if you commit to just one health habit this year, let it be ginger turmeric tea. It's not a fad. It's an ancient solution supported by modern science. There you have it. The 4 worst teas that could be silently harming your health and the 4 most powerful teas that can help you heal, rebuild, and thrive after 60. Remember, not all teas are created equal. Some are disguised as healthy but damage your organs slowly. Others work quietly in your favor day after day, sip after sip. Now we want to hear from you. Have you been drinking any of the harmful teas without realizing it? And are you willing to try one of the healing teas we shared today? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. I'm here to help you with health and wellness tips. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any important tips. Thanks for watching.